Hey folks, Steve here. How you doing? This is the third video in a series. You'll see the thumbnails for the first two videos popping right up. And this is just a continuation of that. Here I'm going to talk a little bit about trim, and I'm going to show you some tile work at the end. Thanks for sticking with me, folks. Morning folks, Steve here. How you doing? Here at the what I'm calling the Pro Bono house, simply because I'm helping friends out and no paycheck involved and no stress involved. And it's really cool just to be able to help people out. It's nice to have some skills, and then you can kind of pay it forward, if you will. Because I had a lot of people in my history that really helped me out and expected nothing for it. Very cool to be in a position where I can also do that. Neat. All right, hey, with dust. So this house I've been in, trim came out, floor came up, carpet maybe, and then put the trim back down. Then they're going to go through with some LVT, probably put a shoe mold down just to hide the gap. And it came back through, put it all back in once we figured out the puzzle of where every piece went, and we did. And then I went ahead and nailed it in, then wife caulked it all, and it's ready to paint. So very cool stuff here. This room makes no sense. So check this out. So you come in down there, you can go down to the basement, and they have a few steps up here, and then this brings you up on level with the rest of the house. And then you have this room tucked in. Those windows make sense, but that window is so low to tell me that originally whatever was here was down on the other level, and steps must have come in maybe to here. So I don't know. It's a little bit hard to figure out the archaeology other than this room wasn't always here. This room had to be at a lower level. Then someone came in and just hacked in a closet. I mean, completely hacked in a closet. Not the paneling job I would install. So I am tasked with putting in this old piece of drywall in this closet here because of this. Here. But I have an inability to reframe the wall. That, it's kind of a case of how much, what kind of resources, time, and effort do you actually expend on something like this? Not much. Hey folks, Steve here. How you doing? Hey, just wanted to do a quick voiceover on this in that when we came in here, this bathroom was really torn up. The floor was in bad shape. So we tore up the floor, repaired as necessary, and then went ahead and prepped for tile with this hardy board. The drywall of the lower portion you can see is all stripped off, had just some laminate stuck to it. And by tearing that off, there was just no saving it, so we went ahead and demoed it. However, that did give access to all the plumbing, and then the homeowner, or the renter rather, came in and just redid the plumbing and got that ready to go. The following day, we were able to kind of do the putback, so here's all the MR board up. I came in either later that day that I'm filming or the following day, went ahead and prepped and taped and started the rounds of mud to get it ready for paint. While I don't have any final video, when this was finished, it really came out amazing. Alright, it's late in the day, however, I wanted to get to the tile today, and by golly, I actually did, so I was feeling pretty good about this. Earlier in the day, I had already struck layout, so I was ready to go. I already had my tile tools set up and ready to go, so it was just a matter of getting all the other projects done that day in order to get to the tile, and I was able to do that. So with that, you see that I've already set a couple of tile on the extreme right-hand side there, and then I'm going to work from this corner all the way to the doorway. And then I'll spin the camera around and I'll work the other way, kind of perpendicular to what I'm doing there, to the right, all the way to the other doorway across the tub. It was a pretty good project. Didn't take very long to actually tile all of this, and I'll just show you a little bit more as we go. As you can see, I've already completed that upper section there all the way through the doorway. And now I'm working my way up basically from back to front across the tub here. Everything was going well. I did not encounter any problems at all. So it was really just a nice, easy tile job. I was able to take my time and just really pay attention to detail. Now, at some point you may see that the laser level is set up, of course, and I pulled layout from there just to make sure everything was running. However, at one point I bumped the laser, so it's off of layout. So I just ignored the laser and I had the lines on the floor so I could just pay attention to those instead, not bothering to reset the laser at that point because it effectively was redundant as far as layout went.
Immediately following this, I do have a little bit of video of the following day when I came in prior to grouting, and I just looked around at the floor and I looked around at the walls because the walls are, I believe, ready to paint at this point. So kind of getting towards the end here, I was able to just finish up the tiles, clean up a little bit, clean out my tile saw, and we got home at a relatively decent time that night. You know, probably ate McDonald's on the way, but it was actually a really good, very productive day. All right, here we are with day 2, just showing the tile install, going to be grouting here very soon. But I just wanted to get some footage of what it looked like prior to actually getting the grout in. Looks fine. All the tolerances are there for the baseboard, so everything will cover. Now from here, I'm taking a look at the walls. Everything has been taped, mudded, sanded, and then primed. These walls, once they were painted, really painted up well. This whole bathroom turned out well. From based on what we started with, we ended up with a really quality product. Other than, of course, we didn't exchange out the tub. I think grouting comes next. So it turned out actually to be a few days before I got back here to grout. I thought I was going to grout the following day and something came up. So here I am grouting, and I was able to get the camera in a better angle than just looking at my backside the whole time. And it was an easy job, you know, nice wide grout lines. I think they were 1/8 of an inch. I don't think I went 1/4 of an inch, but I'm not sure. Right, well, from here it looks like it's 1/8 of an inch. Nice easy grout, mixed up well. I don't know, you know, I had some additives, but it wasn't the 2-part epoxy. I'm not a fan of that kind of grout. So this worked out well here, just doing some details, filling in a couple of holes. This is probably my 2nd or 3rd wash at this point. And then I had just a little bit of cleanup detail after I was done, and then of course once it's set up I buffed. I believe I have a little bit of finished product coming right up. Well, I don't have a particular video on just the floor being done with the grout. Here, actually, we're pretty far along in the project. Obviously, I'm getting ready to install the trim now. You can see that the floor is actually finished at this point. The walls even, I think, have a coat of paint on them already, getting ready for second coat once I get the trim done. So all in all, it was a very good project. Hey folks, have a great day because you deserve it. If you would, like and subscribe, leave a comment, ring that bell if you want to get notified when I drop a new video, and I certainly hope you see me on that next video. Goodbye.